And finish them, baby. Let's go, Brother Jordan. And finish them. Let's go. Let's go, rip out the jugular. I want to tear it out. That's what I want to do. Take that fool. I will you rip it apart.
Do you want to be a champion?
No.
We talk about it all the time. Do you want to be a champ?
Kick that dog when he's down. Do not let him off. Finish what we start.
Do it. That's the way you become a champion. You make him feel what it is to be a Blue Devil.
On the roll out to the near side.
You make him feel.
Tackle hit hard.
Sunnyside's gonna come to play every night. You know, if you're gonna play Sunnyside, you better bring a lunch.
We're not real huge. We're not real big. But we can hit. I've seen you guys hit. I've seen other guys get up off the field slow. All that power clean, all that squat, that's what it was intended for. So you can hit them. And they can feel it. So they say, oh shit, I'm ready to go home.
Oh, that was a hit.
You guys are like superstars, these kids. I mean, when football season is in, it's like amazing. You know, it's probably more so on this side of town than any other place.
You look at them up front across the board, there's nobody over 6 feet tall, for crying out loud.
What we have is a bunch of tough kids who are physical, and that's a true reflection of the head coach.
You want to be a championship team? You got to be mean, ornery, nasty. You got to nail them. Stay on their ass. You hit them so hard. Make them fumble the ball.
Do it at full speed. You know what to do. Put a hat on the hat. Don't come off that field leaving something out. You leave everything on that field. Next week, we start all over.
Some people want to be winners. We don't want to be winners. We want to be champions. Because that's what it's all about. Being a champion. Blue Devil football, championship level football. We don't want to be winners. We want to be champions.
Juncture in life, you can decide whether you want to be with the good guys or the bad guys. And there's plenty of bad guys within walking distance of this school.
Our community here at Sunnyside is somewhat of a low socioeconomic community. Some people call it, the wrong side of the tracks, the poor side of the tracks, if you will.
We got 4 or 5 kids that have families that are doing very well or taken care of and have good money, but then the rest of them, not very good situations and living at homes that don't have a lot of money.
They don't have the privileges, the opportunities that kids north of us will have.
Here at Sunnyside High School, our population is over 90% Hispanics. We have a very strong traditional culture, from the music to the food, the smells, the sights, the sounds.
When I first got here at Sunnyside High School back in 1990-91, the perception was that Sunnyside was a rough, tough, gang-infected school. If you were to ask anyone to say, where do you teach or where do you work at, and it said Sunnyside, all of a sudden they kind of go, oh my goodness, that school. What did Coach Sanchez and his staff done here at Sunnyside? Well, they've changed the perception.
Football sets the tone for the rest of the year, and it's been great the last few years because the school, the perception that people have Sunnyside, a lot has to do with what football has done.
Finds a hole, plus through. He's at the 40. He's into the secondary. He's at the 30, 20. He's at the 15. He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
That attitude, what it creates when you have a winning team, it sends a message out there to the whole student body first. There's a pride that money can't buy. You can hire the best consultants to create a positive culture and so on, but what it is when the teachers begin to see young people who are out there every Friday giving it their best and they win, and all of a sudden the cheerleaders begin to cheer at a higher tone, the band plays even better, the community shows up. There are no words to describe it. I mean, it just brings the community together, no question about it.
Something you can't leave out, partner, is the sense of family out here and the community support. When they won the state championship for the second time, we called it the Blue Devil Nation. It was going to be on the move. And you can't beat that kind of support because it means something to these kids. It's like the 12th man when you look up in the stands and see these people out here cheering for you.
Dudes don't know, coming with the flow. Come to Mike, get y'all all in a row.
What are you going to tell your children 20 years from now? What are you going to tell them? Oh yeah, I played for Sunnyside. He's going to say, Dad, how did you do, Dad? Were you a state champ? Did you beat South Point?
This is the third team we're playing, the haves, and we're the have-nots. They can have everything given to them. Their mommies and daddies can buy everything for them. The one thing they can't have, they want tonight, and they can't have it unless you let them have it. You can't let them have it. We gotta fight, and we gotta fight.
These kids face an uphill battle, but they also have grasped the idea that the work ethic is the equalizer. And it's always been that way. The work ethic is the equalizer. If you don't go to the weight room, you don't come to practice, you don't do the off-season conditioning, you're gonna get pounded every night. You know, you're gonna get pounded every Friday night. Work ethic and discipline and organization is the equalizer.
Make up your mind, you wanna win a championship or not? Go! The only way you guys are going to get credit for what you did in the summer and all that hot running in record day temperatures is if you win a state championship and we can come back and say, we were running that day. Go! Go! But if you don't win it, it doesn't matter, does it? Come on. Give him a pie, baby. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Go. Guys, as a family, we finish as a family. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family. Marcus. We're all going to get water, baby. Good season.
Dan White, sophomore, making the stop on that last play. So again, a lot of underclassmen seeing some action here. Sanchez bounces it outside. Heading to the house. White getting chased. He won't catch him. And Philo Sanchez has been carrying the rock all the afternoon.
I was here when it all started. When my dad took over this place, I was here. He had already been an established wrestling program. He was an established coach. He'd won 5 state championships in a row. He decided to take over a football program that the year before had gone like 1-9. People were telling him, you're crazy. You know, Sunnyside's never going to be good in football. You guys don't have the kids. You don't have the size. You don't have the speed. You know, your kids aren't smart enough to pick up schemes. You'll never have a football team. Oh, it burned deep in my dad. Like, you know what? We can do this.
I want to welcome you to Sunnyside football. My name is Richard Sanchez, and I'm the head varsity football coach. The last 5 years, we've been fortunate enough to have outstanding programs.
Richard Sanchez, the coach. How does it feel? State champions this year.
It feels great. You know, I'm happy for the kids, and I'm happy for the coaching staff, and I'm happy for Sunnyside High School.
It looked pretty emotional after the game, you and your son embracing. It had to be a great feeling.
Yeah, you know, what else can I say? His last game, he's a state champion.
I've never known my dad to take over anything and not be successful at it. My dad's a winner no matter what he does. He's going to work hard, he's going to outwork you, and he's going to find a way to get the job done.
Bring it in, come on. Dad's going to come back when they're all done. This is bullshit. And you guys don't want to win a championship. You kiss my ass. Look at you. You look like you're half dead. How do you want to play full speed if you don't practice full speed? I told you I wanted you to stem every play. Huh? Did you stem? What part didn't you understand? What part didn't you understand?
Sometimes it can be a headache, but he's a guy that wants to win, and I love him for that, you know, because he's making us men.
Beat him, Bob. Beat him, Bob. Beat him, Bob. Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex.
All he is, it's all about heart. He has heart for the game. He loves the game. His passion's for the game. I don't know what else he would do without football.
This is the thing about Coach. He has a sense of urgency every single day. I mean, he might yell at you in your face and everything.
You get the job done by yourself.
But that's for the better. He's trying to find a way to fire you up so you go out there and you know, punish somebody, you know.
Robert. Why are you looking up there? He's not going to help you.
He's one of those people that you want to be around because he brings out the best in you, but at times you don't want him around because he's going to be brutally honest with you and let you know what you're not doing right.
They know when I tell them something, I'm telling them because I want them to be successful. Step and get big! I don't pull no punches with them. I shoot straight with them, and they know it. Did I just say that? Then move and get it done! Look! When I tell them something needs to get done, they know it needs to get done. You half-assed it! Lucky. You half-assed it! I'm not into mind games. You know, they know what needs to get done because that's what we told them needs to get done. So just get it done. Listen, we're making mistakes on both sides. Both sides of the ball, we're making mistakes. We're holding, we're not moving our feet. We're missing blocks.
The work that Coach Sanchez has done has been phenomenal. And he doesn't just talk about football. His main thing is family and grades, and then you play football.
Our kids have to realize that they're here for an education. They're not here to play football. So if you guys are at Sunnyside because you want to play football, sooner or later we're going to bump heads and you're going to lose. You're not here to play football. You're here to get an education.
He's created an attitude about being involved with this particular program, and that has carried over to other things.
We have a rule, you don't have a seat in every class, you can't play, so it is one of those people for over or don't be. Because classes are easy, you just gotta work at it, don't be lazy, like you're gonna be lazy at football.
Your kids know I'm on them like white on rice.
Aguilar, right here. We get tutoring?
No. Okay.
Hey, where were you tutoring? We just went through shit with you.
I had to get my bag.
Bullshit! You get your bag afterwards. You tutor! You understand that? Now get your ass over there.
Go.
2, 3, 4. Every Thursday, every football player in our program should be taking one of these home to sign.
Everything that we do in our class, we put on a brown sheet. And then we turn it in. We turn it in, and when we turn it in, he gripes at us for not putting enough detail down on it.
Hector, you're not filling your paper out, right? You didn't weightlift every day. I didn't ask you what class you're in. I want you to write down what you're doing. You're going to do this all semester. All semester. We are not going to have kids in the football program failing and not caring about the grades. You guys all understand? Yes, sir. That's why you're in here. You know, we don't promote being mediocre in anything that you do. You know, and they're told over and over again, you're going to get it done in the classroom, you're going to get it done at home, you're going to get it done on the field. You have to tell them 10 times to take out the trash. You call me up and say, listen, Oscar, I'll talk to Oscar tomorrow.
So anytime I had a little problem with Patrick, called Mr. Sanchez, and he got back to normal.
First, you take care of home. You don't take care of what's going on at home, and you're butting heads with your parents, and you're going to butt heads with us.
I would tell Patrick, I'm going to talk to Coach, and that was all I had to say. He really listened to Coach Sanchez. He's the one that made him, you know, do what he had to do. He was a superman.
We're in this together. We're in this together. And I am convinced that if we have our kids getting the job done in the classroom, they're going to get the job done on the field, they're going to get the job done in the weight room, and they're going to get the job done at home.